Namaste students. Today in this video we are going to learn about the physical and chemical properties of acids and bases. Students, we are using these acids and bases regularly, but we don't know which acids they are actually, which bases they are actually. So for identifying these acids and bases, we just have to learn their physical and chemical properties. So let's start learning about the physical and chemical properties of these acids and bases. So first of all, we will learn about the acids. Students, in our daily routine, we use tomatoes, tamarinds, lemons. These all contain acids in them. Also, the curd that we are eating also contain acids. So students, चलिए जानते हैं acids की सबसे पहली physical property. Students, these acids are sour in taste. That means अगर हम किसी भी acid को टेस्ट करते हैं तो वो हमें टेस्ट में sour मतलब कि खट्टा फील करता है. जैसे कि लेमन जूस में साइट्रिक एसिड होता है. टैमरिंड में टार्टरिक एसिड होता है. कर्ड में लैक्टिक एसिड होता है और टोमेटो में ऑक्सैलिक एसिड होता है. स्टूडेंट्स, दिस एसिड्स आर वेरी सोर इन टेस्ट एंड दैट्स व्हाई दिस फ्रूट्स वी फील दे आर वेरी सोर. So this is the first physical property of the acids, that they are sour. See, the next property is that soluble in water. That means these acids easily get dissolved in water. And we are having a very common example. That is, in summer season, we make lemon sharbat by using the lemon juice. This tells us that this lemon juice get easily dissolved in water. And that's why the lemon sharbat becomes sour in taste. So not only this citric acid which is present in lemon is dissolvable in the water, all the acids get easily dissolved in water. And the third physical property of this acid is that all dilute acids conduct electricity. That means, students, when we add this citric acid to the water, that means we are making the dilute solution of that acid. So now you will think that what is this dilute? Students, dilute means whenever the proportion of water is more in the acid, that is called dilute solution of that acids. So whenever we are preparing the dilute solution of these acids, they are able to conduct the electricity through them. That means they allow electricity to flow through them. And student, the last physical property we will learn about this acid is that whenever we test them with the indicator like the blue litmus paper and red litmus paper or the litmus solutions, that time the red litmus remains red but the blue litmus paper turns into red, and this tells us that the given substance is the acid. And if we test them with the another indicator like the phenolphthalein, so the phenolphthalein becomes colorless, and with the methyl orange it turns into pink. And if we test the acids with the natural indicator like the turmeric, so the turmeric remain yellow. Students, till now we just have discussed about some organic acids like the citric acid, lactic acid, tartaric acid, but there are so many inorganic acids that are HCl means hydrochloric acid, H2SO4 means sulfuric acid, HNO3 means nitric acid. These acids are having many uses in our day-to-day life. Students, one more important thing about this acid is that acids contain H plus ions. That means this H, that is hydrogen, is the main content of the acids. And whenever we dissolve these acids in water, they form their H plus ions. Now let's discuss about the pH of these acids. Students, basically we know there are 0 to 14 numbers are available on the pH scale. So the pH of these acids is from 0 to 6.9, and on 7 there is a neutral. But students, all the acids do not have same pH. The acids which are having very lower pH, they are very strong acids, and the acids which are having highest pH but below the 6.9, they are weak acids. So this is all about the physical properties of the acids. Let's focus now on some chemical properties of these acids. So the first chemical property of this acid is that whenever these acids get react with the metals, they form their salt and hydrogen gas get liberated from that chemical reaction. For example, if we take a zinc, which is a very active metal, react with H2SO4 means the sulfuric acid, that time it results in the formation of zinc sulfate and H2 gas means the hydrogen gas. And now you can see some examples of reactions between these metal and acids. So for this you can take the screenshot. Then we will see the reaction of these acids with metal carbonates. But the question remains that do these acids get react with non-metals? So the answer is no, because in general acids do not get react with the non-metals. So therefore we are observing the reactions between acid and metal carbonates. Let's take the example of carbonate of sodium and add some HCl to it. That time it will result in the formation of sodium chloride plus carbon dioxide and plus H2O. That means whenever these acids get react with the metal carbonate, they forms salt, carbon dioxide and water. And guys, not only with these metal carbonates, with the hydrogen carbonates also, these acids produces the same means salt, carbon dioxide and water. Let's take the example of hydrogen carbonate of the sodium. So NaHCO3 plus HCl it will result in the formation of metallic salt, that is NaCl plus CO2 and H2O. And now we will see the next chemical property of this acid is that whenever these acids get react with the bases, when the metals get react with the oxygen, they form their metal oxides and they are basic in nature. So whenever these acids get react with these metal oxides, means with the bases, they forms salt and water, and this reaction of acid and bases also called as neutralization reaction. Let's take the example of copper oxide. Whenever this copper oxide get added to the HCl, it forms copper chloride and H2O, that means salt and water. So students, in this way, today in this video, we are very clear with the physical and chemical properties of acids. So in the next part of this video, you will learn about the physical and chemical properties of the bases. If you like this video, then please share and subscribe the channel. मिलते हैं अगली वीडियो